Today we're leaving Nieuwegein and off to Gouda, or as the locals say, Gouda. We'll be heading out along one of Holland's prettiest canals, the Hollandse IJssel. The trip should take us about 4.5 hours, except it didn't. More on, and I do mean more on, that later. And here we've got just a very short wait for a swing bridge to open. Having had a bite to eat, we cast off and proceed further towards Gouda. Along the way, we knew we would encounter several lift bridges which we would have to open for us to clear. Unfortunately, we arrived right at lunchtime, so we would have to wait a bit. At the appropriate times indicated on our charts, we tried calling the bridge keeper and got no reply. We waited and tried twice more without success. So we'd been here about an hour so far. Only then did we spot the new sign close to the bridge that said, "To open bridge, press button." The delay from being stuck at the bridge meant there was no way we would make it to the next bridge at Haastrek before closing time. So we'd simply hunker down for the night and then proceed in the morning. Once we were safely tied up, we ventured across the bridge into Haastrek for groceries, also known as beer. Making our way back towards the boat, we found we'd been boarded by a gang of locals. They'd commandeered Flat Bottom Grill and had been using her as a diving board. They were a bit shocked to see us. We told them we were going to call the police, unless they could each perform one perfect cannonball.
Excellent.
In the end, their cannonball skills weren't quite up to snuff.
You guys are crazy.
But we decided not to press charges anyways. So the next morning, we cast off at exactly somewhere around 9 o'clock. We then encountered our first toll bridge on this trip, whereby Laura had to go forward on the deck and pay the toll, which is done by dropping €1 into a wooden shoe that the bridge keeper lowers by way of a fishing line. Approaching our next lock, I really screwed up, not realizing all the boats ahead were also waiting for the locks. I barged right on through to the front of the line. Being a bit of a newbie, I apologized profusely, and we waited in line like everybody else. Unfortunately, this lockkeeper moved at glacial speed and had amassed quite a backup of boats waiting to get through. Added to that, it was one of the smallest locks we've encountered, and while most of the other boats could go through 2 or 3 at a time, given our size, we had to go through solo, which didn't make the people behind us all that happy. So we finally made it to Gouda, or Gouda if you will. These were the city docks, and they had the most bizarre pricing structure we'd ever seen. Pay for 4 nights at the regular rate, and you can stay for a month at no extra charge. We're tied up safe and sound, and we'll call it a day. Next morning, we ventured out for a stroll just to explore the old part of the city center. Seeing as our travel plans were really quite flexible, we decided to scout out of town as our next destination, and took the train out to the town of Warden. Having arrived pretty early on this Monday morning, it seemed the town hadn't really woken up yet. Where are we?
This is Warden.
Thank you. This looks like it's abandoned.
Well, it's Monday, right? So
we walked through the village and along the canal, stopping to admire somebody's homemade shrine to Formula One champion Holland's own Max Verstappen. She's beautiful. Very nice. See those bikes with the great big yellow cargo boxes? They're actually school shuttles for the little kids. And by the shrieks of excitement we heard, they sound like they're really enjoying the ride. And while Warden is certainly a pretty little town, in the end, we decided to look further afield for our next destination. The following morning, we spotted a familiar-looking vessel tied up on the opposite side of the canal. Today we're in Gouda, or as the locals say, Gouda, and we're off to the cheese market. We're here with our friend Martin. Wait, Martin.
Hi.
And Thomas. Martin and Thomas are aboard that lovely barge we showed you the other day in the pink color. What do you call her? What's your barge's name?
La Vie en Rose.
La Vie en Rose.
French name.
Oui. Smile and say cheese.
Cheese!
oh, the flights are up.
Martin and Thomas joined us for a walk to the town square for the final cheese market of the year. With this city being known around the world for its cheeses, the cheese market is a reenactment held every Thursday from April through the end of August, and shouldn't be missed.
What do you think? Good?
En je zegt, ik kom er 2 cent ga ik winnen. Ik zeg 95. Zal ik zeggen 8 euro? 8 euro, 5 cent.
Were you asking where you got his suit?
Go up and follow the canal.
It's all in the presentation. All in all, we had a pretty good time in Gouda, with really only one negative experience. When Laura ran inside during a sudden cloudburst, where she'd forgotten to lock her bike. When the rain was gone, we found her bike was too. Stolen in broad daylight, not 10 meters from the boat. But seeing as though bicycle theft is almost a national sport here, maybe this just means the Dutch have accepted us as one of their own. On a more positive note, this is Carla. We met Carla the second day we were here, and today she brought us stroopwafel, just because. We like Carla. And if you enjoyed this video and would like to see further updates, please hit the like button and consider subscribing. It's completely free and you'll never miss an episode. And we'll see you next time as we head to Leiden.